My favorite thing about this is that a lot of actors and people that have worked on the final season of Game of Thrones keep saying if you objectively look at the final season after watching everything, this is the only way it could end. And then Kit Harington does an interview and says, nah, people are gonna be pissed. Warning, there are spoilers for the final season in this video. Or potential spoilers. Maybe. Just don't watch if you're a spoiler-free sorta gal. So first, Kit Harington talked about the final season after being asked if it could live up to the imagination and hype, saying, I hope so. I think a TV series that spanned 8-9 years is incredibly difficult to end. I think not everyone is going to be happy. You can't please everyone. He also talked about some of his favorite shows and how they didn't satisfy people, and he said that with any show that's been around for long enough, it's never gonna satisfy you, which, please don't say that. I'm sure the end of Game of Thrones is going to satisfy some of us, right? But I do like his way of talking better than listening to those that work on Game of Thrones saying, oh, this is the only way it could end. This was the best way. Kit's being honest. Some people are going to step back and objectively look at the final season and still not agree with how it ended. I feel saying, oh, if everyone really thought about it, they'd know it had to end this way is just not fair. We'll see. I know I keep saying this, but regardless of how Game of Thrones ends, there's going to be some people that are going to be pissed off and triggered regardless. And we're gonna have to deal with them. But still speaking on Kit Harington, you may notice despite him being done filming Game of Thrones, he still has his Jon Snow look, which previously he said as soon as he's done with Game of Thrones, he's fixing that shit. Well, he shared he still has his Jon Snow hair and facial hair because HBO owns him and won't let him ditch the Jon Snow look just yet. He has to wait until he gets the go-ahead from production just in case they need to do reshoots, especially with visual effects. And those special effects will be him riding a dragon named after his bio dad. Fuck you, I'm not apologizing. It's gonna happen. Oh, and I know this isn't Game of Thrones related, but Kit Harington also talked about how he's always wanted to be in a Harry Potter movie, and that just makes him a million times more endearing. Next, Peter Dinklage responded to being asked if anything in Season 8 could top the Battle of the Bastards. Here was his response.
Oh my god, and then some. Yeah, you're in for it. Truly.
Now, hype is the game with these actors, but as we know, a battle scene in the final season took a record-making 55 consecutive days to shoot, and was some of the most exhausting work the actors had done on the show. I have to believe this is more than hype. The others and the whites are going to go toe-to-toe with the living, and it's going to be a massacre. Truthfully, I'm most excited about the battle at Winterfell this season. We're gonna lose a lot of characters we love, and hopefully see one or two of them rise up as whites and shank some fucking people. And I actually feel bad for Ed Sheeran news. He thinks his character is still alive in the show, but feels the showrunners should have killed his character off because of how much people seem to hate his cameo. I'm still in the it didn't really bother me camp. I don't know. It was just a cameo. It really didn't seem like that big of a deal. Lastly, let's talk about the prequel about the Long Night that starts filming early next year. Watchers on the Wall reported that HBO has placed casting calls on Norwegian and British casting agency websites for a confidential, untitled HBO project that will begin shooting in February 2019. The exact month it was reported the prequel pilot begins filming. So if you want to be in a Game of Thrones show, I would get on this now. I'm sure they need tons of extras to die, even though this is just the pilot. So far, they're only reporting 4 casting calls of note for series regular characters. A black woman aged 24 to 32, codenamed S. A mixed race man aged 17 to 22, codenamed A. A white woman aged 17 to 25, codename I. And finally, a black woman aged 16 to 23, codename F. And as we know, the first men were white, so this could mean we're going to see different parts of the world of Ice and Fire, which I am all about. We've spent so much time in Westeros. Show us the other parts that were affected by the Long Night. And And I don't know if SIAF stands for A Song of Ice and Fire, or if that's just a coincidence. I guess you can tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Oh, and I guess the last thing, the FX team may have let it slip that Tyrion dies in the final season, but honestly, I think he was just joking, and it was kind of an awkward joke, but I don't know, I'm a little nervous now. Okay, that's all for now. I would make an orphan joke, but last news video, no one freaked out on me about it, so it's kind of lost its fun for me. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and come back for more videos.